Alright, so the day has finally come to take apart the guitar. Going to be a lot of work ahead. The first thing I'm going to do right now is just get all the strings removed. So, let's get started. Alright, the next thing I want to do is take off all the frets of the guitar. Before we do that, we got to remove the neck. So I'm thinking it's just these 4 screws right here. So once we get those removed, we can remove the frets. Let's do that. Alright, so now that we got the neck removed, the next thing I want to do is take out this rod in the middle. And it just so happened that the only Allen wrench I had actually fits it. So let's get removing that. Alright, so I've got 2 frets removed right now. Not the greatest job, but with what I have, it's working right now. See, I've tried to just remove them with a normal pair of pliers. That doesn't work at all. You just kind of damage them if you use these snippers and whatever. I went out and bought a pair of end nippers just to remove the frets, but they just clear right over them. They probably need to be flattened with a belt sander or something. So what I've been doing right now is I've been taking and cutting around the frets with the box cutters, heating it up, and then trying to pry it from the edge while it's being heated up. I'm just going to try to go over it right now. I'll just do one and then I'll shut off the camera and just do the rest just to save my battery. So let's try it. Alright, be careful not to cut yourself with these. I know you should be cutting away from yourself, but just make sure your fingers aren't in the freaking way. You'll be alright. So I just cut along both sides right there. I kind of cut down here too, just to give a little room for the flathead to fit in so it can pop right out. Just kind of... Well, I didn't even need the solder. I guess if your frets are glued in, you might need it, but that didn't seem like it needed it. It just popped right out. Well, I guess I'm just going to go through and do that. Yeah. Alright, so I think after the 16th fret, I finally mastered the art of removing these things. So let me show you how I do it without your guitar end nippers. If you don't want to buy those and if you want to re-replicate this, I'll just show you how to do it real quick. Alright. So again, what I do is I take your box cutters and just cut on both sides. Again, be careful not to cut yourself because you are cutting towards yourself. And I would do it on a bad desk. I put quite a few nicks into this one so far. And you just want to take the box cutter and go on both sides a couple times. Alright. That might do it. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to turn it, and you kind of want to press your box cutter in right below right here, right in between the wood and the fret. You're going to chip your fretboard, but then again, this isn't the best way to be removing it. And then what I do is I take this and I place it in here, and I just kind of wiggle it back and forth. And then actually you can move it up here more on the board. My hands are in the way, aren't they? So you want to go start wiggling it here, then start moving inwards this way, and start wiggling it up. And it'll start to come up. And there you go. So I'm going to get these last 5, and then I'll resume the video from there. So now I have all the frets removed from this. Some of it could have gone a little better. I mean, there's nicks and stuff in there, but I was kind of half expecting that anyways. Right now, what we want to do is we want to try to separate this neck in half. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm just reading online. You need an iron, razor, a hammer, and a shirt. I guess the general strategy is you put the shirt on, you stick the iron on, and you let it sit for a good 5 minutes. And then you basically just try to wedge and pry it apart. It's supposed to melt the glue, so hopefully it'll work this time. I have my soldering iron all heated up. It says put it on the wool setting or a little bit higher. I'm going to do just a little higher. I don't know if there's a way to have constant steam coming out. Ah, there is. Okay, cool. It says leave it on the setting where steam keeps on coming out. I was going to put a shirt on it, but it's optional. So I'm kind of hoping it'll speed up the process if I don't do that. And it says leave it on for 5 minutes. So I have this towel underneath here for stability right now. And I'm just going to get started and put this on for 5 minutes. I'm kind of concerned though, because it does say it's doing it with the frets are on, and I just stripped them all out. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be alright. Alright, I'm not sure how much it was recording. It seemed to shut off for some reason. But I'm just applying the steam. I'm just trying to work this slowly back and forth right now. And I'm always applying pressure down to the neck and not up from the fretboard, because I need that. And hopefully it'll stay intact. It actually seems to be going pretty easily. I really hope I don't snap it, but we'll see. Alright, I just want to keep you updated as to where I am right now. It's probably been over 20-30 minutes since last time. And what I'm just basically doing is just keep on applying that heat with the steam coming out. I'm slowly, pushing my scraper this way. Probably every 3 minutes or so. That's pretty much it for the meantime. Like I said, if you're ever getting any resistance, just stop. I mean, there'll be some, but you just want to avoid. I don't want to snap this. I mean, it's like 4 millimeters thin, so probably have a pretty good chance of snapping that. So just keep on applying the steam and heat for a good 3 to 5 minutes before you push this any further. And just keep on moving it along. So it's slow, but be patient. Alright, so it's been about an hour, and we finally have the neck and the fretboard completely separated. I'm not sure what the next step is here. We want to start putting the LEDs in here so they start shining through the other side. Might need to drill out a little channel for these to go. You kind of got to be conscious of that rod that's in the middle still. I thought you'd be able to remove it. I thought there'd be more area to